time to get back to work. We need to figure out how to keep Margo Derio from finding the golden skull of Beela-Kaar before we do. The survival of Cyrodiila collections depends upon it. Not to mention Murkmire. Maybe all of Black Marsh. Depends on the source. But all the legends indicate that the skull contains powerful magic. Not to mention a curse that could destroy Murkmire. I shudder at the very notion of someone like Margus or the Blackguards getting their hands on it. We need to follow the trail. Whatever Margus found inside the idol, he's going to need Argonian experts to help him decipher it. Talk to Jee-Lar. He knows a few local Argonians with knowledge of Murkmire. That's who Margus will seek out as well. Jee-Lar's down by the water working on his boat. He should be able to point you to the Argonians most likely to possess the knowledge that Margus needs. Get to them and find out what Margus questioned them about. As much as Margus desires Argonian antiquities, he doesn't really know that much about them. He's going to need help making sense of whatever he found inside the idol. For that, he'll turn to the most knowledgeable Argonians he can find. I just read about this in the Legends of Black Marsh. The skull is a fabled relic, said to contain the power of the Argonian sorcerer Beela-Kaar. According to the book, the skull vibrates with arcane energy and carries a terrible curse. Cyrodiila Collections wants to find the skull, so we can return it to Black Marsh. Perhaps to make it the centerpiece of our proposed museum. Margus. I'm beginning to think he wants to utilize its power in some kind of arcane ritual. Well, it is a cursed skull, and Beela-Kaar practiced the dark arts, so not a particularly good ritual, I imagine. The legend says the curse spells the doom of Murkmire. I don't think we can afford to take any chances with this. Cyrodiila Collections was started by my sister Famia and I. The goal of our society is to find and recover Argonian antiquities that were removed from Black Marsh and return them to the Argonian people. We have a deep and abiding respect for the Argonian culture. Well, more of a fascination, really. Plus, every success builds our reputation. That's the key. To fame and fortune. Success garners attention, and attention attracts benefactors. That means more gold to use to equip expeditions and purchase antiquities from collectors. And eventually, it means we'll have enough gold to open our museum. Margo Derio was a member of our society who betrayed our trust. He stole our research and used it to beat us to some choice relics. His true goal appears to be the golden skull of Beela-Kaar. With the help of the Blackguards, he might just find it. The Blackguards are a deadly gang of thugs from Black Marsh. The gang consists mostly of Argonians, and is rumored to have been formed by escapees from Black Rose Prison. They're crude, hateful, and have no regard for the sanctity of history.
The cursed skull scares the wind out of my sails, and that's a fact. Does Concordia have more work for us to do? Why didn't I think of that? The Blackguards are sure to harass anyone they think can help them decipher the clues that lead to the cursed skull. I can think of 5 or 6 knowledgeable Argonians right here in Shadowfen. Here, you check on the Argonians on this list, and I'll go check on a few others. Meet me back here after you're done, and we can compare notes. Just be careful. If the Blackguards found them, there's a good chance they're keeping an eye on them.
If you're another one of those blackguards, and that's the way to pronounce it, not blackguards like that thug insisted it was, then my answer is the same. I've deciphered as much of the woodcut as I can. Now, leave me alone. That's rather courageous of you. Few willingly oppose the blackguards. Well, you'll need to hurry. I already interpreted the portion of the woodcut that refers to the ritual. Their leader, Margus, knows how to recover the cursed skull. By performing the ritual exactly as the woodcut described it. I warned him it was dangerous. One misstep and the spell will consume him. Of course, he needs ritual objects to focus the spell. I couldn't decipher that section of the woodcut, though. Look, I have a family. If the blackguards even suspect that I told you this much, they'll make them disappear. No, I have nothing else to say on this matter. Fair point. I heard the blackguards talking. They mentioned they're preparing an expedition to retrieve the ritual objects. Said their ship was moored near deep graves along the river. If they find them and unleash the curse, Murkmire is doomed.
Yes, I'm still here. Where can I go? Well, with your thugs watching me like horned owls regarding a branch full of tree slugs. So, what Argonian antiquity do you want me to examine this time? Not a blackguard? Then why should I tell you anything? Unless you're one of those thorns on their sides that the leader complained about. Are you one of them? Are you a thorn in the blackguard's side? Then I'll tell you what I told their leader. The woodcut they found inside the nightmare idol describes a ritual. But all I could decipher was the sacred location where it must be performed. Norg-Tzel. In ancient Argonian it means forbidden place. This is just a guess, but I think the ritual unlocks the hiding place of the golden skull of Beela-Kaar. And once Margus gains the cursed skull, he can summon forth the power of the mad sorcerer. Power enough, the legends say, to destroy Murkmire.
Please, I've told you everything I know about the woodcut you showed me. You can let me go now, right? I did what you asked. You're not. Oh no. If they see you talking to me, you'll have to leave now. I want nothing more to do with Margo Derio or the skull of Beela-Kaar. All the more reason for me to run as far from this place as I possibly can. I know how powerful cursed Argonian relics can be. If only I had enough gold for the voyage. My poor feet can only carry me so far, you know. They showed me a woodcut that contained ancient Argonian symbols. I could read some of them. They described a ritual to turn meditation cylinders into keys. A contribution to my travel fund might help me remember more. I appreciate the compensation. Now listen. 2 things. The meditation cylinders are hidden on an island called Norg-Tzel, but I have no idea where that is. Second, the blackguards are preparing a ship on the river near Deep Graves to go find them.
Life here is so very different from the way things work in Murkmire. I never realized how many Argonians have such a terrible existence. And now the blackguards are just making things worse. Were you able to talk to the Argonians I suggested? The Argonians I talked to said the same thing. Apparently, the woodcut describes some sort of ritual that will allow Margus to either find or retrieve the cursed skull. What did the Argonians you talked to have to say on the subject? That's interesting. Very interesting. Those words mean the forbidden place in the language of Murkmire. I also learned that the blackguards are preparing to launch an expedition to find this island so Margus can perform the ritual. We need to find that ship. One of the Argonians told me that only 3 blackguards know the location, but as a precaution, they each carry 1/3 of a map. They must work together to reach the ship. You find 2 of them, and I'll get the 3rd.
House tresses spread your name far and wide.
Jee-Lar brought me up to speed on what the Argonians revealed to you. He also gave me part of a map. Were you able to find the other 2 pieces? Let me take a look. I'm pretty good at these sorts of puzzles. This goes here, that goes there, and we have a complete map. Without a place to start, however. This could be anywhere in southern Shadowfen. I wish we had more time. Well, according to what the Argonians told you, Morgus knows the ritual, knows where to find the meditation cylinders, and knows the location of the Forbidden Island. We're running out of time. You need to use this map to find the Blackguard ship. That makes the area you need to search considerably smaller. Find that ship and stop Morgus before he completes the ritual that unleashes the curse. I'd really rather not see Murkmire destroyed, thank you very much.
Good, you're here! It looks like Margus has already departed for the island, but the Blackguards are preparing to send backup. We need to sneak onto the expedition ship and use it to take us to Norg-Tzel. No, but the ship's pilot knows the way. We just need to board that vessel and convince the pilot to help us. I doubt the Blackguards inspire much loyalty in their hirelings.
Don't hurt me. I'll do whatever you say. You want to go to where? You know that island is forbidden, right? Oh, this will be the end of us. Your weapons make a persuasive point, though. Just know that the place is full of blackguards.
So this is Norg-Tzel, the Forbidden Island. We need to find Margus and the Blackguards. An Argonian reliquary. It must have contained one of the cylinders for the ritual. Another Argonian reliquary. From the looks of it, it was dug up fairly recently. That's a bog blight! Please be careful, careful, my friend! Another Argonian reliquary. Margus may have enough cylinders to conduct the ritual now. That's the perfect place for Margus to perform his ritual. We should enter the Zonmir and stop Margus before he unleashes the curse of Beela-Kaar. Quick, quick! Margus has started the ritual! You need to stop that ritual, and that's a fact!
The king and Afterpact are at Urinstan. They say the Orcthane has taken refuge in the Skuldafn Hills.
See those pedestals down there? How the cylinders taken from the reliquaries are set upon them? Margus is using them to focus his ritual. You might be able to disrupt the ritual if you turn the cylinders so they recede into the pedestals.
Beela-Kaar, hear my words. Give me your power! Hear my words and reveal your hiding place.
Disengage the cylinders! That should stop the ritual!
Stay back!
Look! Killing those monsters grants access to the ritual cylinders! Each cylinder you disengage stops another part of the ritual. I think. That did it! One more cylinder and the rest of the energy should dissipate. Chamber, there it is! Deal with the Guardian and grab the skull! Go on. Fast. I'll meet you on the ship.
What's going on? Do you want me to take you back to Shadowfen now? After I pilot the ship back to Shadowfen, I think I'll set sail for a place as far from Murkmire and the Blackguards as I can manage. I wonder what lies beyond the edge of the map, west of Somerset.
Welcome back, my friend. Were you and Jee-Lar successful? Were you able to stop Morgus? And what of the cursed skull? Did you see it? Tell me, is the threat to Murkmire behind us now? That's unfortunate. But the Argonians warned us that the ritual was dangerous. At least Cyrodiila collections won't have to worry about Margus Darius anymore. But you stopped the ritual? Margus wasn't able to release the curse on Murkmire, right? Well, I think we'd know if Beela-Kaar's curse had been unleashed. At the very least, my sister Famia would have sent word. I'm sure she'd notice if Murkmire was destroyed around her. Did you get to see the skull? Is it really made of solid gold? Good job, my friend. I'll send the skull to my sister in Murkmire. She'll make sure it's safe. If you ever get out that way, Famia would love to meet you. And Cyrodiila collections can always use your help. For now, take this with my thanks.
I just don't understand. Who wouldn't want to join such a great expedition?